Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and we're going to do another prediction between Trump and Biden. But first of all, I'd like to start off by analyzing this news story that happened because it's just totally relevant and totally hilarious. Yes, it's on InfoWars. If you're one of those people that just finds InfoWars ridiculous, that's fine with me, but this is something that actually happened. Biden lost his cool with event attendee. It's like kind of undocumented illegal immigrant type of activist. And he's like going in at Biden for the Obama era deportation record. And Biden's like, you should vote for Trump to this guy. And it just shows that Biden is just a nutcase when it comes to politics. He's a gaffe master. He's not really good at this at all. And when it comes down to it, he is, at the end of the day, going to have all these negative sound bites that Trump is going to hammer in over and over again that are going to be played on the campaign trail, and it is going to just blow up in Biden's face, and it will make him lose the suburbs and make him lose the election. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it here. We're going to set up our prediction module here, and we're going to start going. So we'll fill in all the safe states. We'll fill in California, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii. We're going to fill in Hawaii. We're going to fill in New York, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, and D.C., all going for Biden. I could see Oregon maybe get to likely. Same thing with Delaware and Rhode Island as the political map has it. And we can look into that more as we go on. But with Biden, assuming Biden keeps at this course, he's going to lose some popularity. But I think he will do well enough to, I think, hold a lot of these states that Hillary won by over 10 points. I think he's going to hold those. Trump's going to carry all the states you would assume that any Republican would carry. Even in their worst year, the worst case scenario for a Republican, I could still see Trump winning these states. Of course, you'll get some crazy Democrat saying that because Democrats won in Kentucky and Louisiana, that they will be close, and I will just laugh at that, and I will say it's completely ridiculous. You ran moderates, and those moderates still got less raw vote totals than Hillary Clinton did. So you can keep it up with that narrative. It just doesn't add up well. Ohio likely, Iowa likely. I don't care what any early polls say out of Quinnipiac that might have Biden up in one of those states. I think it's all ridiculous. It's all going to come down in the end. Nebraska second. I think it's going to go to Trump very narrowly. I think it's going to tilt. Florida, I think, is going to go to Trump in the lean column, but it's going to be like 3 points. Trump, it is his home state. It will help him over. Georgia, I think it will lean to Trump. North Carolina, same thing, lean to Trump, 3 to 4 points. Florida, Georgia, North Carolina. Again, I think Trump wins Arizona by around 2 to 3 points. I think he's going to take it in the lean column. I think the state of Texas is going to go to Trump by a likely margin. I think it's going to surprise people when he ends up going out there and winning it by 7 or 8, and people are going to sit there and say, oh, well, it really didn't move that much, and all the doomers and the demographics nonsense, they'll really won't have a narrative to run on forward, especially when 2024, when Ron DeSantis wins Texas by 12 to 15 points, but that's beside the point. I think that New Mexico will go to Democrats, but it is one of those sneaky states that Trump is looking to target. His policies have improved the lives of New Mexicans the most, and his rally that he did down there had a 50% of the audience was Latino. So he could be making outreach to new types of voters, particularly the ones that voted for Gary Johnson in 2016, but now are disenfranchised with how far left the left has gone. But Trump has actually proven to be a real conservative, caring about the Constitution. So New Mexico will stay Democrat, but it won't be a very wide margin. Colorado, Biden is too boring to make it a safe state. But at the same time, he is just too moderate to turn off the suburbanites in a total level. It will stay in the likely blue column, but will only go to Biden for roughly 5 to 6 points. If Trump wants to loosen his weed stance against Biden, somebody who said that weed is a gateway drug, maybe Trump could make further inroads in the state of Colorado and flip the state of Colorado red. But that's beside the point. John Hickenlooper is under investigation. I don't really believe he is the certain nominee for the Senate race down there, so you never know. Maybe Cory Gardner will hold on. But Virginia, establishmentarian, this is a state that will go to Biden 8 to 9 percentage points, in my opinion. That's really just the way I see it. I don't really believe that Trump will be competitive there unless the nominee is one of the farther left candidates like Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders. I do think that Trump is going to win the state of Wisconsin. I think he will take Wisconsin in the lean column, Pennsylvania in the tilt column, Joe's birth state, but he hasn't lived there in 50 years, so it doesn't really matter. Michigan's going to go for Trump narrowly again. I think Trump will flip New Hampshire. And I think Maine at large, Joe's going to win it, but it's going to be very razor thin. It's going to go down the wire, but Trump will do well enough in the Northeast, just based off trends alone, to pick up the state of New Hampshire. As for the state of Nevada, Biden's not going to do well with energizing voters down there. People talk about him in the suburbs, but is he really that good in the suburbs? Is he really going to be that good when you have all the attack ads airing around him and, like we saw, telling people to vote for Trump, basically? I mean, you never want to say that at all because it's going to be taken out of context. I think that Nevada will tilt in Trump's column. A lot of people forget Nevada and Arizona have actually been trending in the opposite direction the past few election cycles, but that's beside the point. As for the state of Minnesota, Donald Trump, could he win? He could. But is it a long shot? Maybe. He can improve in the rural part of the state. Biden, again, I don't know which candidate's weirder because that's really what St. Paul goes after. I mean, Trump is unorthodox. Biden is kind of a weirdo himself. So we'll leave Minnesota in the toss-up column for now. You guys can comment down below what you think is going to happen in Minnesota. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching this video. Please hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Join the Discord, join the Patreon, links in description. Follow me on social media, links in description. We got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. So thanks anyways for watching, guys. Red Eagle, out.